What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing today? It's another day. You know what I'm saying? I had just wanted to share something because I know I ain't really been on YouTube like a lot. Going through my own things, but I've been having a little bit downtime to share a couple things. I've been able to focus a little bit. And what I really had wanted to just say was something that came to an understanding today that I feel like needs to be said is sometimes with healing, I know the best thing that we could do as human beings is separate from one another and let God do his work, but also understanding too, when you dealing with someone that's either hurting, you know what I'm saying, and they not fully recovered from the stuff that has caused them damage in their life, obviously that end up hurting you in certain kind of ways because they not healed themselves. How they say hurt people, and I have seen where that is true. And if you a person in that place where you dealing with someone and maybe they hurting you or whatever, or you see them hurting somebody else, the really only thing that you could do is really pray for that person. And as hard as it is to say, because I know a lot of people got testimonies about people doing some messed up stuff, but it's crazy how the damage that's done, a lot of that stuff don't be gone overnight. And it be this is the second time I feel like I had to come to an understanding that all of that, whether it's hatred, whether it's bitterness people are carrying, whether it's resentment that people are carrying, whatever it is that they carrying, most of the time it's due to them having that, them hurt parts that they haven't been able to deal with in their life. Maybe people been neglected, maybe people have felt abandoned, and it's not something that can, how you say, be gone overnight. And I'm trying to learn to be patient with people during that process, allowing people to do whatever that they feel in their heart to do, because we all got free will. I can't control nobody, y'all can't control nobody, you know what I'm saying? We got our own free will, and as long as we live in this life, we going through a process. We always gonna be going through a transition, especially when it comes to healing. And I don't know, for anyone that may be struggling with unforgiveness, bitterness, and resentment, even myself, I'm gonna look at this video and try my best to understand that whether it's people they doing certain stuff to you or out of spite, I just want y'all to take this video in consideration and just think just look at it and just take for what I'm saying, because I feel like God is opening my eyes to certain things that's being done around me. I have been praying for him to, deliver me from any unforgiveness, bitterness, and resentment that I have toward people for what they have been doing. And I mean, at the end of the day, justice will be served and stuff like that, but also coming to the understanding, whatever somebody doing to you, how they say hurt people, and that also ties in people not knowing how to love each other correctly. So, people, 9 out of 10 people only doing what they've been told, what they've been taught their entire life. And, it's kind of helping me to be a little bit more, not to take stuff personal and just, be, soft-hearted to the people that do me any kind of way. And that's why I just want to tell y'all, expect to be patient through dealing with someone that's either hurting. Expect to be patient, you know what I'm saying, because they pain, a lot of pain that people that went through, ain't no telling, people that been raped, people that been neglected, people that felt abandoned. And sometimes I be thinking okay, I'm the only person that dealt with something like this. I'm the only person that went through abandonment. But the thing is, other people that dealt with it, and probably dealt with it more worse than you have in ways where it affected them to, you know, like it's going to take way longer for them to heal from that. And then, obviously we got to do our part. We got to be willing to accept the healing when God tries to give it, and taking the steps and the precautionary steps and the things that we need in order to heal. And that itself isn't like it's a 1, 2, 3. Because we gotta will our emotions, our mind, our body, our spirit, our soul to want to do something that is really uncomfortable for us fleshly wise, but just trying to come in alignment with God's will and how He want to do things, how He wants to heal us, from certain stuff that has damaged us to the point where we either hurting other people or vice versa. Like I say, if other people using that stuff to hurt other people, but and I'm trying to be completely honest with y'all. Like, it was like some of the people that I'm around, that I'm living around, you know what I'm saying? I remember the other day, I had just came back like from the dentist or whatever, and like a lot of the people that I would live around, you know what I'm saying, they like a lot of Mexican people, I'm trying to be transparent with y'all. They like a lot of Mexican people, and the fact that I never really lived around Mexican people like that in my life, and just, being around these people that I am now, like, obviously God trying to help me not to take a lot of stuff personal, because, you really don't know what people really going through, you know what I'm saying? And that same day that I came back from the dentist, like I always see like all these different groups, of Mexican people around me, and, nobody ever says hello, how you doing, or nothing. Like, everybody stays to themselves, and it makes me mad, and at the same time tries to put a bitterness and resentment like in my heart toward them. You know what I'm saying? I know that nobody obligated to do anything because they're my neighbors. It's just like I'll be thinking that because I have the understanding, because God has conditioned my heart in a way that it is now, that everybody else gonna be doing the same thing. And I know that's probably like selfish for me to think that way sometimes, but I can often forget that other people are, dealing with their own stuff, And I think I can forget sometimes because, a lot of people, they carry it so well. You would think that nothing was really wrong with them, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, it softens my heart to understand and know that it's a lot of other people out here that is dealing with abandonment, dealing with trust issues, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, for a lot of people that I'm around, it just helped me to have more so a softer heart toward them, instead of me just having that bitterness and hatred toward them. Like, ever since I done moved over here that I'm living at now, like, that's what I had been battling. And, trying to be transparent with y'all, and sometimes I would think like it's a racial thing, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying, you never really know. It could be that too, but like I said, you never really know like what people really done dealt with in their life, and who am I to put it on them to decide when they should heal, you know what I'm saying? Because healing, when healing takes place, that means that there has had to been damage that has had to be been done in some way, shape, or form. Like, somebody had to cause damage to someone's life, and so maybe a traumatic experience in any way. And it's like, who am I to like put that on people to heal on my time? And even still to this day, like I said, I be wrestling with it, because it's a lot to like try to endure with people when they hurt. And it's like, because you know how people can do each other, like I've been seeing, like I didn't see people curse each other out before, stuff that results to fighting or neglecting each other, abandoning each other, whatever. And it's like, that's just where I'm getting at right now, and it's helping me to, obviously raise my expectations down, because at the same time, I know anybody, like God can raise up anybody, but at the same time, I'm looking at how I would want to be treated. I know I wouldn't want nobody to rush me when I'm in a period of healing. Like, And healing is some serious stuff, man. You know, like I said, when there's damage been done, it's a lot of crying. You know what I'm saying? A lot of heartache through that stuff, and a lot of stuff that you have to feel that's uncomfortable during your healing process. So, I mean, yeah, you know, I just wanted to say this for a lot of y'all that may even be dealing with, you know, some similar things. You know what I'm saying? Just having bitterness and resentment in your heart toward people that probably, you know, just not there for you, not really reaching out. Cause it's a person, and I'm not really even gonna share too much about them, but you know, it's a person that, you know, since I moved over here, they have been helping me out, and then they stopped all of a sudden, and they did tell me, I think that they going through healing themselves. So I mean, they started like, I don't know, they just start acting weird, all of a sudden out of nowhere, and like I would try to get them to understand me, but also understanding that, you know, they themselves, they already had told me that they trying to go through a process of healing themselves. So it's like, you know, who am I to try to speed them up, you know, for their healing? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, healing is serious business when you've been damaged in some way, shape, or form. Now, I'm not trying to make excuses for nobody, but it's just, like I say, to help you combat that unforgiveness and bitterness and resentment, because that's what I have been praying, you know, that God delivered me from, you know, with certain people in my life. And I don't know, that's just the understanding that I got right now. Like, the only thing that we can do is just be patient with them, you know, obviously give them to God, but just that deeper understanding, that revelation that, you know, obviously you wouldn't want nobody to try to rush you when you are, like, and still in a process of healing. You know, understanding how deep that stuff is, you know, it's like you caring about this person's well-being still, instead of it just being about you. And I'm trying to learn how to bear with people while they hurt, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not, like, that's what I'm saying too, like, I'm not excusing the fact of any of their behavior, the things that they do while they hurt, you know what I'm saying? Because that still doesn't give us an excuse or justified reason why we could still be able to do whatever we want to people whenever we hurting. But because of the things that I know and how I know how to get down, even when I'm hurting, I still can't expect other people to do those things because they still haven't gotten to that point yet. You see what I'm saying? So I guess, like I said, in a way, I'm still held accountable for all of the things that I know, that I know that that I know that a lot of people don't. So yeah, man, like, and since I know that unforgiveness is a big one, you know, I'm just being completely honest with y'all. Like, obviously, that's something that I have been dealing with as of recently, you know, and, you know, I tried to pray to God, you know, today on it, and, you know, I feel like that's the understanding I got today, you know, like, they can't heal on my time, you know, as much as I would like them to be. And, you know, just like I said, with anybody in your life that been doing you wrong in any kind of way, if they hurting themselves, like, they gonna keep doing those things because they haven't fully healed themselves. So in their eyes, it would be normal to treat you this way because all of that stuff has been formed out of them being hurt their whole life. So, you know, I hope that this message, you know, help y'all out, give y'all the wisdom and revelation that y'all need to understand, you know, how to deal with people when they hurt, how to deal with hurt people and stuff like that, and, you know, forgiveness and just being patient with people in general when they're in their process of healing, you know. Like, that's pretty much all I got for y'all. And as I always say, like, these videos it's not just for y'all, it's for me as well. I'm gonna watch everything I done put down, like, and that's what people tend to forget. Like, when I'm putting up this stuff, it's not just for y'all, it's for me. Even when I write stuff down, it's for me as well. It's like the truth is a double-edged sword. So, like, the word of God is a two-edged sword. Like, whatever I'm saying to y'all, it go for me as well. So I'm taking notes as well, cause it just, like, popped up, like, on me, like, some of the time, depending on where I'm at in my walk with God. Like, yeah, I feel like He will make known and make more clear stuff more clear for me. that I wouldn't be able to get if I was around a lot of people and distracted. So, God bless y'all. I'm out, and hopefully, I have some more videos or something for y'all. I don't know. I'm out.